Welcome to this week's episode of AFL Cairns TV. Last weekend concluded the 18-round home and away fixture for season 2015. We are now down to the pointy end of the competition. There are 4 clubs remaining in finals actions: Port Douglas, South Cairns, Cairns Saints and Central's Trinity Beach. This weekend we see AFL Cairns semi-final action at Cazalys Stadium on Saturday the 5th of September. On this week's episode, we'll look at the final round senior highlights and reserve grade scores, and we'll also look through the Women's League final round action and see who has lining up against each other in their semi-final fixtures on Friday night. Also, to finish this week's episode, we'll look at the 2 major semi-finals for senior action, the first semi-final and second semi-final, and how they'll line up against each other this weekend. Central's Trinity Beach confirmed their Worth Come finals after a 42-point victory over Cairns City Lions at Holloway's Beach. A tight contest early, but it was the Dogs' second and third quarters that proved the difference, kicking 7 and 4 goals respectively. This was Central's 9th win of the year, and they'll take plenty of confidence heading into semi-final round. It wasn't the Lions' day, but this goal from Adam Gross was a highlight and definite contender for goal of the year. Port Douglas recorded their 16th win, 12th straight and 4th win over Cairns Saints for 2015. Their ball movement from the back half was superior, and an 8-3 first half set up the win for the Crocs. Port's pressure on the Saints was first class, resulting in several goals, in particular this one by Chappell. Kai Chappell ended up kicking 5 goals for the match. The Saints clawed their way back into the second half, but it was a 5-point narrow loss and the damage was done early in the first half. South Cairns recorded an emphatic 197-point thumping over the 2015 Cellar Dwellers North Cairns at Fretwell Park in round 18. The win saw the Cutters leapfrog Cairns Saints into second spot, earning the right for a double chance in the finals. The home side amassed an impressive 55 scoring shots to North Cairns 8, 32 of which were majors. The win was set up through the midfield with Nick Jensen dominating the ruck, Zach Ewer having 20-plus clearances, then up for Josh Barnett and James Dixon combining for 14 goals. The win holds the Cutters in good stead for their premiership tilt in 2015. Centre half forward James Dixon will be a player to watch in the final series. Round 18 of the reserves saw the following results. South Cairns were too strong for North Cairns, defeating them by 37 points and sealing the reserve grade minor premiership. Cairns City Lions edged past the finals bound Central's outfit by a narrow 5-point margin, while Port Douglas smashed Cairns Saints at the Crockpit by 114 points as they look to go back-to-back reserve grade premiers. Looking at the reserve grade finals actions, Cairns Saints will take on Central's Trinity Beach in an elimination final at 11 a.m. This match will be 3rd versus 4th. One win separated both teams at the end of round 18, with Cairns Saints recording the 11 victories for 2015. Central's Trinity Beach have won 2 of the 3 encounters, with Cairns Saints winning their last match in round 15 by 31 points. In the 6 p.m. match, this will be the second semi-final, the double chance, with South Cairns taking on Port Douglas first versus second. South Cairns finished the season as minor premiers with a 15-3 record, while Port Douglas won the 13 matches and lost just 5 games for 2015. It's been an even contest throughout 2015. South Cairns recorded victories in round 1 and 6, while Port Douglas had it their way in round 11 and round 17. The average winning margin across all 4 games has been by 6 goals. The final round of AFL Cairns Women's League saw the following results. Menunda Hawks were too strong for Central's Trinity Beach, winning by 68 points, while North Cairns dominated South Cairns at Fretwell Park by 80 points. Women's League finals action will be on Friday night at Cazalys Stadium. The first semi-final will be an elimination final between third place South Cairns and Central's Trinity Beach, who finished 4th. This will be played at 6:30 p.m. The second semi-final will be the minor premiers in Menunda Hawks taking on the second placed and defending premiers North Cairns. The winner of this match will progress straight through to the Women's League Grand Final on Saturday the 19th of September, while the losing side will get a second chance and take on the winner of South Cairns and Central's Trinity Beach. This match between Menunda Hawks and North Cairns will be played at 7:45 p.m. on Friday night. Looking at the semi-final action for this weekend, the first semi-final will be Cairns Saints taking on Central's Trinity Beach in an elimination final at 1 p.m. It is a must-win game for both sides, as the loser will be eliminated and their season for 2015 is all over. Cairns Saints finished in third place this season with an 11-7 record, while for Central's Trinity Beach, they were 4th on the ladder, finishing with a 9-9 win-loss ratio. In round 18, Cairns Saints lost in a tight battle to Port Douglas by 5 points on the road, which saw them slip from second to third place on the ladder. In a positive for the Cairns Saints, Matthew Walsh, their full forward, won the leading goal-kicking tally, kicking 107 goals for the season. For Central's Trinity Beach, they're coming off a 7-goal victory over Cairns City Lions. Contests this year between both sides have been hotly fought, and in round 5, Central's recorded a 13-point victory, while Saints recorded victories in round 10 and round 15 by an average winning margin of 14 points. Key players to watch: for Cairns Saints, up forward you'll have Matthew Walsh and Alex McQueen, and in the middle you'll have Jesse Dixon and Jack Philp, who will be a provider for the forward line. On the halfback flank, watch out for the 2 Couch brothers, Rowan and Adam, and also the running halfback in Kieran Daly. For Central's Trinity Beach, their ruckman Sam Conroy, that can go forward and play in the forward line, will be dangerous, while through the middle, Damien Rowe and Max McLaughlin will be important in their quest for victory. Down back, you would say it's Reece Bridge that's got the tough ask of lining up against Matthew Walsh and stopping the Saints' key forward kicking the goals in the semi-final action at 1 p.m. The second semi-final will be between Port Douglas and South Cairns, played at 3:30 at Cazalys Stadium. The winner of this match will progress straight through to AFL Cairns Grand Final, which will be Saturday the 19th of September, and they get the week off in preparation for this game. The loser will take on the winner of Cairns Saints versus Central's Trinity Beach, and it will be a tough contest. Port Douglas finished as minor premiers in 2015, 3 games clear, winning 16 matches and only losing 2 in 2015. While for South Cairns, they edged past Cairns Saints in the final round after a thumping victory over North Cairns to take their season record to 12-6 in 2015. As we said earlier, Port Douglas recorded a 5-point victory over Cairns Saints in round 18, while it was South Cairns that recorded a 197-point thrashing of North Cairns at Fretwell Park. Key players to watch in this match for Port Douglas: Their full forward Kai Chappell, he's kicked 105 goals for the season and just lost the goal kicking tally to Cairns Saints' Matthew Walsh. Also up forward, they'll have Hayden Graham and Anthony Sercombe, who will be key position players in Saturday's match. Through the midfield, they'll have Mitch McKee and Thomas Cloth, both heavy ball magnets that get plenty of the footy. And down back, it'll be Wes Glass and Declan Kelly, who have influential roles in the back line. For South Cairns, it'll be North Queensland centre half forward James Dixon that will be pivotal up in the forward line, while at full forward, the South Cairns Cutters will have Paul Smith that will be influential. Looking at the midfield, they'll have last year's Crowther medalist and ball magnet Zach Ewer doing a lot of the grunt work through the centre. And down back, it'll be Jermaine Wardle that'll have a key presence trying to stop the likes of Kai Chappell and Anthony Sercombe. Both sides met a fortnight ago in round 17 up in Port, and Port Douglas were victorious by 5 goals. South Cairns' last win over Port Douglas was back in round 6, and since then Port Douglas have gone on to win 12 games straight. A fantastic achievement. A reminder about all the matches this weekend. It is semi-final round action. 11 a.m. It'll be the 3rd versus 4th reserve grade final, which will be Cairns Saints taking on Central's Trinity Beach. At 1 p.m, it'll be the same sides in the senior 3rd versus 4th match, which will be Saints versus Central's Trinity Beach. At 3:30, it'll be the senior 2nd semi-final, 1st versus 2nd, which will be Port Douglas taking on South Cairns Cutters. And to conclude the day, it'll be the 6 p.m. 2nd semi-final for reserve grade, which will be 1st versus 2nd, which is South Cairns taking on Port Douglas. For more information about AFL Cairns finals rounds or the competition, please visit www.aflcairns.com.au. We look forward to seeing you at the footy this weekend. Tune in for another episode of AFL Cairns TV next week. AFL Cairns, it's a great game.